All right, trivia question, Sunday surprise. Here we go, Chris. Since week 14 of the 2018 season, the New York Giants are 4-0 against the Washington football team and 2-20 against the rest of the National Football League. Since you are a Giants fan, I expect you to know this. Name the 2 non-Washington wins for the Giants.
All right. Damn. Wait, Eli Manning beat the Dolphins late last year, right? Was that one of them?
That's one.
Okay.
Ding.
Damn, I got to name both of them? I mean, that's pretty messed up.
You're a Giants fan.
Okay.
You're a Giants fan.
Well, there haven't been many wins. It's hard to remember.
And you should remember.
Hold on. Oh, I was going to say the Bears. Would that be it?
Womp, womp, womp. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, my gosh. I knew it. I just
Your
needed more
team.
time.
A team you played for. All right. I get to go first.
Man.
Sunday surprise draft. Plenty of surprises. I'm going to start with Matt Ryan. And, for him, with everything that was going on for that team, with a new coach, with the COVID stuff, no work on Thursday. You got to practice. We saw with the Patriots. You got to practice. No practice on Thursday. So many different things going on. Very easy to just kind of mail it in. And this guy has been laser focused. He's been task oriented. He has been unwavering. Oh, questions last week about his future. They asked the owner, is he going to be the quarterback?
Yeah.
And the owner's like, it's not up to me. It's up to the next coach. Hope, if they want him, if he wants to be here, not exactly a ringing endorsement. Sets all that aside, has 371 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, a passer rating of 136.6 against a Vikings defense that, when they had Xavier Rhodes, they were able to slow down Julio Jones. With no Xavier Rhodes, they had no answer for Julio Jones. That helped. But Matt Ryan, his performance after everything they went through last week, huge surprise for me.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear you. That's one of the teams I had written down as well. I mean, to go there, Minnesota team that, I know has not been great, but made life hard on Russell Wilson in moments last week, certainly. I mean, they didn't just, explode all over the Minnesota Vikings defense, and Atlanta kind of had their way, and, of course, the turnovers helped that way too. But, yeah, good job by Matt Ryan. I think the Sunday surprise, the biggest one for me is, Aaron Rodgers and his play. That, to me, was the shocker. And not that I expect him to go in there and just necessarily light the Tampa Bay Buccaneers up. I picked the Bucs to win the football game, but I didn't expect it to go like that, where it would be 10-0, and you go, ooh, wow, it kind of looks good here. And they kind of look like they got it rolling, and it all turned around because of a Rodgers mistake. And then from that point on, he just never looked comfortable. He looked like he second-guessed himself, was not comfortable in the pocket. I didn't see him just letting the ball go like we had seen through the first, the first 4 games of the year, to where he just threw rifles all over. So that, to me, was probably one of the shockers of the day. Not that they lost, but the way they lost, and the fact that Rodgers, looked so average on Sunday was shocking.
I've noticed you're developing a bit of a negative streak for your Sunday surprises. We have the GOATS draft tomorrow. Are you trying to preemptively prevent Aaron Rodgers from being dubbed a GOAT?
Well, listen, I just go by what the thing that surprises me. I don't give a damn if it's good or bad. So, that shocked me because, that's my buddy, and I love watching him play, and you just don't see him play like that very often.
You could have thrown a bouquet to Tom Brady as a surprise.
You're right. I could have. I mean, yes.
You just can't give him any credit.
But it just was kind of. Listen, Tom did well, but it just wasn't. It wasn't that kind of game either. It wasn't like, oh wow, that was amazing by Brady and everything like that. Shut up. I'll pick who I want in my own surprise draft. All right.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Deandre Swift, Lions running back. He had his best game of his career, and the Lions desperately needed that win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. 14 carries, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, Kerryon Johnson was the guy. Then it's Adrian Peterson. Well, we got this kid, Deandre Swift, we used a second-round draft pick on. Maybe he's the guy. And if he's going to play like that and contribute like that, maybe Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn will find a way to stick around for another year, Chris. I thought that was a huge game for them after a week off. If they had lost that game, maybe today we'd be talking about the Lions having an interim head coach and an interim GM.
Yeah, maybe. You're right. But it was good win for them. It was never really in doubt. Defense made a few plays and turnovers. Really cool to see Deandre Swift, have some big plays and effect on the game. And We'll see. We'll see where the Lions are. Lions are one of those teams that might hang around and be annoying and kind of stay in this conversation a little longer than maybe we expected. I think last night I'm going to go to the 49ers defense as being a surprise on Sunday. I mean, I'm going to try to do something positive here, but yeah, I think I got to go with that. And first off, I think the great advantage the defense had was Shanahan controlled the ball on the offensive side of the ball and kept them off the field. But the way they made Jared Goff and the Rams offense look at times, I know Darrell Henderson had some good runs and everything like that, but that pass game for the Rams never looked like it was going to work all night long. And really, a lot of their drives were only because of the run game. It's a big question with the Rams. They're another one of those teams, Mike, where I think we can throw into that, group of teams where you go, if they can't run the ball, can they win the other way? And I'm not sure they can. They got away with it against the Giants, but the Giants stink. I mean, they're definitely one of the worst teams in football. But that's the big question about them going forward. If they can't just gash you in the run game and control you that way, can they drop back and beat you with the drop back pass game? That's the big question with Jared Goff, and I still think that's a very much of a coin flip answer at this point.
I'm going to go, and usually I want to pick someone from a team that won.
Yeah.
But I got to give Deshaun Watson some credit. That game very easily could have gotten away from the Houston Texans, and they started 0-4. They've gone through the coaching change, and the DeAndre Hopkins trade. It'd be very easy to just say, well, this is just chalk this up to whatever, and we'll figure it out next year when we hire a coach who's going to coach Deshaun Watson to his maximum abilities. He was great yesterday against a Titans team that had befuddled Josh Allen. 37 attempts, 28 completions, 335 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, passer rating of 138.9, spread the ball around, 9 catches by Brandon Cooks on 9 targets. Will Fuller had 6 for 123, a 53-yard touchdown. Darren Fells had 685 and a touchdown. And then Randall Cobb, 3 catches, 17 yards, and a big touchdown. So I was very impressed with Deshaun Watson yesterday in sticking with it against a much better team on the road in a season that just feels like it's kind of, teetering on being off the rails for the Texans. And yeah, they didn't get the win, but I think there's enough good out of that where, you've still got plenty of games left. They can still try to scratch and claw for the 7th seed in the AFC.
Yeah, it's not the kind of loss that it's devastating, but they're for a team in their spot where they are right now, they will be able to look at some positives. And yeah, Tennessee, the way they played against the Bills offense just a few days ago, then to have, Deshaun Watson gash them up that way, that was kind of shocking. All right, I got to go negative here one more time. I just, to me, the biggest surprise of Sunday, maybe this is bigger than all of them, is just the Pats slop. The slop of the Patriots. We just don't ever see that. And they have a great excuse. We know they haven't practiced a whole lot, and they had a lot of issues, definitely. But, both interceptions by Cam Newton, tip passes, things like that. The fumble by the tight end, we talked about that. Some of the runs they led up to Phillip Lindsay and company. It just wasn't their kind of day. And really, again, the botched snap over his head when they're getting down in field goal territory. So many opportunities blown by that Patriots football team yesterday. Just not used to seeing them play that way. And then not executing in some of their biggest moments. So that was shocking.
Some curious decisions by Bill Belichick we may break down later today on PFT PM. For now, though, let's take a break.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.